Series resistance and capacitance circuit. Series resistance and capacitance circuit. So here this is called a resistor and capacitors are connected in a series. Okay, and this voltage across the resistor is nothing but VR, and the voltage across the capacitor is called VC. And then supply voltage that is called AC. So VRT is equal to VM sin omega t. This is called supply voltage. Okay, purely resistive and purely capacitive. These two are connected in series, and then so this same as the previous RL circuit, series RL circuit. This voltage is not equal to the just addition of VR plus VC. Okay, so this voltage supply voltage is nothing but phasor sum of VR and VC. Okay, or vectors algebraic sum of VR and VC or vector sum of VR and VC. Okay, and also this current I of t is constant in series circuit. That means here current flowing through the resistor and current flowing through the capacitor is same. Okay, current flowing through the resistor and current flowing through the capacitor is same because of these are connected in series, but voltage across the so supply voltage is not equal to the voltage across the resistor. Supply voltage is not equal to the voltage across the capacitor. So the voltage is dividing into two phasors across the resistor and across the capacitor. This voltage is nothing but phasor sum of VR and VC. Okay, in series circuit, the current IT flowing through the R and C will be the same. Okay, current flowing through the resistors R and C same, but the voltage across them will be different. Voltage across the VR and VC is different. Okay, same as yesterday, same as series RL circuit. The vector sum of voltage across the resistor VR and the voltage across the VC will be equal to the supply voltage. The supply voltage is nothing but a vector sum of these two voltages. So V is V of T is equal to VR phase plus VC phase. Okay, so like this. So then phasor diagram of this series RC circuit. Here in the series RL circuit, here inductor opposes the sudden changes in current. That's why the current is lagging. Okay, the current lagging in RL circuit. Okay, inductor opposes the changes in current. That's why current lagging in series RL circuit. But here a capacitor opposes the changes in voltage. That's why voltage lags. Okay, voltage lags here. Voltage lagging. That's why voltage phasor V of T is equal to, that is called voltage across the capacitor VC is different. Okay, and that is called V of T and the current flow in the capacitor is different. Okay, so let us assume here, for example, this is the diagram here. So this is called supply voltage. V of T is equal to Vm sin omega t. Okay, and I of T is equal to Im sin omega t plus pi. That means here current phasor current leading. Okay, in this circuit, voltage lagging, current leading. Understood? Current leading. So current leading means its angle is positive. I of T is equal to Im sin omega t plus pi. Compared to voltage, the current is leading. But in previous series RL circuit, okay, series RL circuit, I of T is equal to Im sin omega t minus pi in series RL circuit because of current lagging for a series RL circuit. For series RC circuit, voltage lags. Series RC circuit voltage lags or current leads. Current lead the voltage by some angle. Otherwise, voltage lags the some angle by current. Understood? Voltage lags the current by some angle, or current leads the voltage by some angle. So because of so combination of this is the combination of resistors and capacitor. If it is only few capacitor, current flowing to the capacitor leads voltage by 90 degrees. If it is only capacitor, but here to combination of these two, that's why current flowing through the capacitor leads by some angle. That angle is nothing but pi. So this current is already started 0 before 0. Current is always already started. That's why the current is I have T is equal to Im sin omega t plus y is leading current leading. That's it. And because of capacitance and the voltage lag. Okay. So the waveform representation of this series RC circuit. So we know that the purely resistive circuit, purely resistive, the voltage and currents are both are in phase, and therefore we are drawn superimposed to scale onto the current vector, and the purely capacitive circuit, the current I lead the voltage VC by 90 degree. For purely capacitive circuit, the current leads the voltage by 90 degrees. Understood? So to draw the vector diagram of, so first current taken as the reference, same as series RL circuit. Current I taken as the reference. This is shown in the figure. Like this. Current I is taken as the reference. Okay. Next we are drawn in phase with I. So VR is nothing but voltage across the resistor and the current flowing through the resistor, both are in phase. So that's why. So next VR. And then the next VC is done 90 degrees lying the V. So we see voltage across the capacitor is lagging current by 90 degrees. No, so that's why. So VC is done 90 degrees lagging the current. The supply voltage V is done phasor addition of VR and VC. The supply voltage, okay, so V is a phasor sum of this. Okay, for example, this is the resistor. For this resistor, voltage and currents are in phase. Okay, for capacitor, current leading, voltage lagging. Okay, current leads the voltage by 90 degrees. Otherwise, voltage lags the current by 90 degrees. Okay, both are same. Okay, both meanings are same. Voltage lags the current by 90 degrees. Otherwise, current leads the voltage by 90 degrees. Okay, so here this current is called a reference. Okay, and voltage across the resistor and the currents both are in phase. That's why this is called voltage VR. And then current flowing through the capacitor is leading. Otherwise, voltage across the capacitor is lagging. Oh, okay. So then this is called current phasor and this voltage phasor. The angle between voltage and current is 90 degrees. The capacitor voltage across the capacitor lags the current by 90 degrees. No? So like this, VC lags current by 90 degrees, and then this voltage is nothing but phasor addition of these two voltages. Phasor sum of these two voltages is nothing but, so the sum of these two voltages is nothing but phasor addition of this called supply voltage. That is equal to V phasor is equal to VC bar plus VR bar. V bar is equal to VC bar plus VR bar. That is nothing but vector V is equal to vector VC plus vector VR. Okay, this is the phasor diagram of the series RC circuit. Okay, and then the angle between voltage and the current is nothing but phi, like this. And then so yeah, thus the above equation is clear that the current RC circuit so leads the applied voltage by an angle. Okay, so you know well that is called a voltage leads current by current leads voltage by 90 degrees by using the phasor diagram. And V is equal to Vm sin omega t, I is equal to Im sin omega t plus 90 because of current leads, current leading. So V is equal to Vm sin omega t, I is equal to Im sin omega t plus pi, where Im is equal to Vm by Z. Okay, Im is equal to Vm by Z. V is equal to Vm sin omega t, I is equal to Im sin omega t plus pi. So current leads, voltage lags. Okay, in this RC circuit, this is called voltage triangle. Okay, this is called voltage triangle and impedance triangle and power triangle, same as the previous series RL circuit. So voltage across the resistor is called V is equal to I into R, and voltage across the capacitor VC is equal to I into minus XC. Okay, X is called capacitive reactance XC, and VC is equal to I into minus XC, and V is equal to I into Z. So what supply voltage is nothing but phasor addition of this voltage and this voltage is nothing but supply voltage. V is equal to 8Z. Then impedance triangle, this is called impedance triangle and this is called power triangle. In this voltage triangle, this voltage is nothing but VR square plus VC square. Na? VR square under VR square plus VC square according to the Pythagoras rule. Then VR is equal to I into R and VC is equal to I into X. Then you will get I Z. P is equal to I into Z. Z is equal to under R square plus X square. But in series RL circuit, under R square plus XL square. Impedance triangle. So this is the resistor and XC and Z. Z is equal to R square plus X square. Z is equal to R square plus X square. So this is the pi is equal to tan inverse of minus X divided by R. And also cos pi. Okay, cos pi is equal. So R by Z also. Cos pi is nothing but R by Z. Okay, then power triangle. So power triangle. So real power P inverse. This is called real power inverse. Okay, yeah, because of resistance. Okay, W2 resistance is nothing but real power. W2 reactance is called reactive power. Okay, this is called reactive power. This is called real power, and this is called reactive power, and this is called apparent power. Okay, power triangle. From the power triangle, you can conclude that this is called real power and the reactive power and apparent power. Okay, reactive power Q, that is called var, units are var, and the real power units are watts, and apparent power units are VA, volt ampere. Okay, so for this for small reading, for example, large reading is kilowatts, kVAr, kVA. So like this. Then real power is equal to VA cos pi, that's called I square into R, and reactive power is equal to VA cos sin pi, I square into XL, and apparent power is nothing but is equal to V into I, that's called I square into. Then power factor is called cos pi is equal to R by Z. From this impedance triangle, cos pi is equal to R by Z, or P by S, or kW by kVA. P by S or kW by kVA. Real power by reactive apparent power. So kW by kVA, that is called power factor. Okay, the power factor is nothing but a cosine of angle between voltage and current, and also power factor is nothing but resistance by impedance R by Z, and also the power factor is called VR divided by V. VR divided by V from this diagram. So VR cos pi is equal to VR divided by V. Okay, adjacent by hypotenuse. Cos pi is nothing but adjacent by that is called VR divided by V. Okay, if you know the VI and the angle, then you can easily find the VR, voltage across the rest, by using this diagram. Okay, voltage triangle. Cos pi is equal to VR divided by V. For example, if you know the voltage across the resistor, that is called VR, and if you know the angle, then you can easily find a V. Cos pi is equal to VR divided by V. Na? So V is equal to VR divided by cos pi is called 7 x. Okay, by using this, you can find this voltages. And then next, coming to the power, the instantaneous value of power drawn by the circuit is given by the product of instantaneous voltage and current. Okay, instantaneous power is equal to V into I, and the Vm sin omega t, I is equal to Im sin omega t plus pi. Okay, here I is equal to Im sin omega t plus pi, and in series RL circuit, I is equal to Im sin omega t minus pi. Okay, PD is equal to V into I, V is equal to Vm sin omega t, I into I am sin omega t plus pi. This is called instantaneous power, and then simplify this expression, so we get like this Vm Im by 2 into cos pi minus cos 2 omega t plus pi. Here first component that is called Vm by Im, Vm Im by 2 into cos pi is independent of time. So understood, Vm Im by 2 into cos pi. Next Vm Im by 2 into cos 2 omega t plus pi. So it is first second component is depending on time. Okay, and here also this instantaneous power Pd is equal to 2 times of omega t. So omega t 2 times of omega t, that is called this change in frequency is called double. Okay, if the frequency if is equal to 50 Hz, here 2 times of the frequency, that is called 100. 2 times of frequency, omega is equal to 50. So 100 just it changes like this, frequency changes to 2 times. Thus the instantaneous value of the power consisting of two components, so that is called Vm Im by 2 cos pi and Vm Im by 2 into cos 2 omega t plus pi. First component remains constant with respect to time. Okay, so Vm Im by 2 into cos pi, it's constant. And the second component, VMI by 2 into cos 2 omega t. So it's time, is very with time. Okay. This is about instantaneous power and then average power. So average power is equal to integration of 0 to 2 pi. So instant to instantaneous power. Integration of instantaneous power is nothing but average power. Integration of 0 to 2 pi. Or a 360 degrees. That is called 2 pi, complete cycle. Okay. And then so simplify this expression. So VMI by 2 into cos pi cos 2 omega 2 plus pi d omega 2. So simplify this expression. So P average is equal to VMI by 2 pi. Simplify. Integrate this expression and we get finally P average is equal to VM by root 2 the M by root 2. That is called VRMS into IRMS into cos. Average value of power is nothing but VRMS into IRMS into cos pi. Okay. So this is called our series RC circuit. This is a total information about series RC circuit.